Cox can help make your home smarter and your life easier. Now you can use your Contour voice remote to connect to your home life cameras so you can view them right on your TV screen using simple voice commands. That makes it easy to keep tabs on what's happening around your home right from your couch. Need to keep an eye on the kids when they're playing outside? Just say, "Show me my backyard camera" into your Cox voice remote and watch them while you're in the house. And if you're waiting for a delivery and want to make sure it's there on time, no problem. Just say, "Show me driveway camera" to check on it with your Home Life HD cameras on the TV screen while you go about your day. When you live in a home powered by Cox Internet, you can stay connected to what matters and let Cox take care of the rest. To learn more about all the benefits of your connected home, visit cox.com/thisishome today.
Myth versus fact. Know what's not a myth? Long COVID. Fact is, it can cause long-term breathing issues in young, healthy people. Learn the facts. Get vaxxed. Visit vaccinate.virginia.gov.
Before. And I can't sweep you off of your feet. Will your mouth still remember the taste of my love?
So avid listeners to this radio program know what they know what it means when we start jamming a little Ed Sheeran. It's time to talk soccer with the general manager of RSL, the vice president of the Ed Sheeran fan club here in Salt Lake City, Elliot Fall, back on the drive on a Wednesday. Elliot, how are you, bud?
Oh, I'm doing well, and thanks for promoting me to vice president. I know, your hands are full as the president of the fan club, so I love being able to take something off your hands there.
Hey, the difference between you and I is I embrace it and you fight it. Just let it happen, man. I mean, this is a young Brit singing his heart out, and I think that's something to be celebrated.
You're right. And, look, I was thinking about it last night while I was making dinner. I thought, I'm sure Spence is going to play another lovely Ed Sheeran song. So maybe we need to find a time to go to an Ed Sheeran concert ourselves and experience it together.
I would love it, man. Let's make that happen. But before we do that, we will talk some soccer. Obviously, a couple games on the road didn't go your way. I liked the fight against Portland, and Demir, he continues to be brilliant. And we'll look ahead to the homestand that lies ahead, but 17 games down, 17 to go. But the last couple on the road since we last spoke just haven't gone your way. Tell us your thoughts.
No, they haven't gone our way. And the truth is, at this point, we need to find a way to get them to go our way. There have been a lot of positives about performances, and I think you can say the same about both of those games. Especially the Portland game. There were a lot of positives in the performance, but at the end of the day, it's a results business, and we need to start matching up the results with the performance. And look, it's incumbent upon all of us to figure out what that is, to figure out what it is we can do to be a part of that solution. And so we're all working day and night. We're working with the staff is working with the players. And look, having spoken with a handful of players, I know they feel as frustrated as anybody. So there's a lot of frustration, a lot of optimism that we're in a place where we can turn those results around because the performances have been positive at times, but we need to start doing it. We need to start doing it quickly.
This is going to sound incredibly simple, but do you have good enough players? Is the talent on your team where it needs to be to go toe-to-toe with some of these other clubs every single night? Is this a talent issue? Is it a schematic issue? I'm not asking you to throw anyone under the bus, but I think you understand the spirit of my question. Like, do you, Tony, Luke, the entire front office staff, are you satisfied with the talent level that you've provided for Freddie and his staff?
Yeah, I mean, we certainly feel very positive about where our roster is and the talent level on the roster. We're always evaluating, and look, those evaluations change over time and sometimes quickly. But we certainly feel good about the depth that we have and the pieces we have across the board. So, is it a talent issue? I don't know that I would say any of us think it's a raw talent issue. I mean, I think the performances at times also back that up. We play really dominant soccer at times, and so it's just about matching all of that up and getting the results to match that. So that's certainly not to say that it's not a responsibility of us in the front office to find the solutions, though, because we're just as responsible to be a part of that solution as anybody.
So from my viewpoint, and I'm far from an expert, I'm very much, as you know, a soccer convert, trying to continue to learn the culture and the sport. But it seems pretty obvious that Johnny is special, that Johnny Menendez is special. I mean, just little things with his technique. I think it was the LA game where I was watching, and he turned and cracked a shot that didn't go on target, but just his ability to get it off. Like, it actually kind of reminded me, this is a throwback of that Humberto Suazo goal that knocked us out of CONCACAF back in the day, when he received the ball, turned super quick, and got his shot off. And I remember Kyle Beckerman was suspended that game, and I was watching it with Kyle. He was up in the suite, and he turned to me, he said, that's an amazing I think he said quick release, which I found interesting because that's more of an NBA term, but how quickly Johnny got that shot off. What have been your early returns as you've watched Johnny play for the past couple of games?
Yeah, look, like you pointed out, I mean, that ability to take a shot when it's unexpected. And look, it's kind of an ability that you want in any sport, right? You want a quarterback to be able to throw the ball before the defense is ready for it. You want an NBA player to be able to shoot the ball before the defense is ready for the shot to go up. And just like that, you want an attacking player to be able to take that shot on the half step when the goalkeeper's not quite ready, when the goalkeeper's not expecting that shot to be taken yet. Johnny certainly has that ability. He has an ability to see things that not every player can see. And so, look, we feel great about Johnny. He's come in and he's been a real spark, and the best is certainly yet to come. I think he'll start to be really productive, and that's the most exciting part of it. So, we're thrilled so far, and we're thrilled with what the future holds for Johnny.
What about Tony? What have you seen from him now that he is starting to receive some time and play? Tony Dakovic, your center back.
Yeah, of course. Well, the other Tony Beltran. I mean, we couldn't be more happy with Tony Beltran. So
indeed,
nothing.
That was more for the listeners. That was more for the listeners, Bud, and not you. That was more for the listeners.
Oh, I know. Tony Dakovic came in, made his debut in Portland. Unfortunate first 10 minutes, gets called for the handball in the box, and the referee points to the spot, and look, we can debate all we want about whether we think it's a penalty, but an unfortunate turn of events for him. But we really kind of settled in and played a good, solid game. Another one where I would say I think the best is yet to come. He's settling in. He's really finding his groove and finding that full level of fitness, acclimating to the altitude, all of that. But the early signs are very positive, and we feel very good about what he'll be able to bring.
I'm just looking over the schedule here. Which match that you guys have played this year would you say is the best representation of who you are? I mean, I was there when you beat Sporting KC 3-1. You know what I'm realizing is I'm actually the solution here. I was there at Vancouver when you won 3-1. I was there again in Vancouver when you won 4-0, and I was there with Colorado when you won 3-0. So I've actually been there for most of your better home results. And by the way, I do agree with you that there are stretches where you go, man, these guys are good. Like, this is a good, solid group. But consistency is the name of the game, as Jerry West always talks about. If you had to point to one 90-minute-plus performance that best represents your club, what would you say and why?
I would say I want to point to the Sporting KC game, at least about who we want to be and who we believe we can be. It was we struggled a little bit early in that game. The first 15, 20 minutes we did concede and we went down, but then we were absolutely dominant after that. I think the last 60, 65 minutes of that game were the best 60 to 65 minutes we played. And the free-flowing soccer, the way we were able to control the midfield, performances across the field were excellent. So I would like to point to that one. Now, if you're saying who we are, I don't know that we can honestly say that the best 60 minutes we've played is who we are. I mean, who we are has been a team that has let some results slip. And, if we're looking at it that way, then, some of those home games where we took early leads and we were really, really good for long stretches, and then we weren't able to close it out. I mean, the honest truth is that's who we've been. Now that can't be who we are going forward, but that is who we've been so far this year.
All right, and you can handle this however you want. You've been doing this for a while, and you learn from one of the best in Garth Lagerwey. I want an honest assessment of your coaching staff. I want an honest assessment of Freddie Juarez. If you combine Freddie's tenure with both the Monarchs and the senior club, he's coached 112 games, and he's won 34. That's a winning percentage of 30, which doesn't typically allow you to stay employed when you can't win, when the name of what you're trying to do is to win games. So, but I completely admit, I don't know the things that you know. I don't have the prism that you do. I don't see soccer the way that experts do. So I hear that he's a great guy. I hear that he's a great tactician. I just see them losing games. And as you said, and Bill Parcells has coined the phrase, you are who your record says you are. So give me an accurate and honest analysis, and not just Freddie, but the entire staff so far this year.
Yeah, I think, look, records are one part of it, and there's no doubt that we work in a results-oriented business, and the record is at the end of the day the most important thing, and not just for Freddie, but for myself, for our staff, and truthfully for the players as well. So we're all acutely aware of that. It's important that we have to continue to show progress, and we have to continue to get better. The one thing I will say that we need to put a little bit of an asterisk there is when Freddie was with the Monarchs, I wouldn't say winning wasn't a priority, but developing players for the first team was the number one priority. And so, there are times where his roster wasn't a roster that was designed to, win a USL championship as much as it was to produce players for the first team. And he did a good job of that, and he did a great job of that with the academy as well. So I would say that, there are certainly things that we all need to improve, and I think our coaching staff would raise their hands and say that there are things that could have been done better. But overall, I think given a lot of the challenges and a lot of the, incorporating new players and incorporating young players into the group, I have to say Freddie's done a very good job. Now, again, like I've said, we all have to figure out ways to turn the results around, and it's important that we start to turn those positive performances, which are great indicators of future success, but they have to then result in that future success. And that's where we are now is we have to win games. And that's for all of us across the board. And we certainly all understand that. And I certainly think we all believe that we will do that.
So just in order to be fair, Freddie coached 60 games for the Monarchs. He won 18 of them. That's a 30% winning percentage. He's coached 52 games for the senior club. He's won 16 of them, and that is a 30.7% winning percentage, just so you know what the numbers are. All right, before we set you loose, give us a thought on, you know what, let's expand it a little bit. Give us a thought on the next two games. You're back at home. You have Austin coming up on Saturday, and then Houston coming up on Wednesday. And as you know, these are two winnable soccer games, Elliot. Just how much pressure is there on you guys to not leave any points on the board. Houston right now is in 11th. Austin is in 12th. And if you could get 6 from these two, you could be right back in a spot where you guys would feel really good about it. How much pressure is there on you guys over the next couple of games?
Certainly, you said it. We're in a spot now where if the performances over the next 2 games match up with some of the performances we've put out there through the year and we get the 6 points, we'll feel good about where we are. And now the pressure is on to get those results. So the answer is there's a lot of pressure on us. These are probably the 2 biggest games we've played so far this year. Certainly, to put ourselves in the position we believe we can and should be, we need to get 3 points in home games moving forward, and we need to we don't just view ourselves as a potential playoff team. We view ourselves as something that could be better than that. So that starts now with 3 points in each of these games.
All right, buddy. Well, thank you for the time. I appreciate your willingness to answer some tough questions. And, I'll just leave you with this, and then we'll go. 15 years old and smoking hand-rolled cigarettes, running from the law through the backfields and getting drunk with my friends. Had my first kiss on a Friday night. I don't reckon that I did it right, but I'm on my way, driving at 90 down those country lanes, singing to Tiny Dancer, and I miss the way you make me feel, and it's real. Little Ed Sheeran to brighten the mood. Good luck, and I'll see you over the weekend to get a little golf in.
Appreciate it, man. We'll talk soon.
All right, there he is, Elliot Fall, RSL General Manager. The club has an opportunity in front of them coming up over the next couple of games to really get right back into the thick of things. I mean, as of now, RSL is 8th in the West. That is right below the playoff cutoff line, but they're only 2 points behind both LAFC and Portland, and they have a game in hand on LAFC as well.
In business, it's never just another day. Every day is the day. It could bring your biggest order yet or a new cyber threat. Whatever the day holds, with Comcast Business, you'll be prepared. With a network that can deliver gig speeds to most businesses, Comcast Business Security Edge to help protect your connected devices, and a dedicated team available 24/7. Every day in business is a big day. We'll keep you ready for what's next. Comcast Business, powering possibilities.
Cox can help make your home smarter and your life easier. Now you can use your Contour voice remote to connect to your home life cameras so you can view them right on your TV screen using simple voice commands. That makes it easy to keep tabs on what's happening around your home right from your couch. Need to keep an eye on the kids when they're playing outside? Just say, "Show me my backyard camera" into your Cox voice remote and watch them while you're in the house. And if you're waiting for a delivery and want to make sure it's there on time, no problem. Just say, "Show me driveway camera" to check on it with your Home Life HD cameras on the TV screen while you go about your day. When you live in a home powered by Cox Internet, you can stay connected to what matters and let Cox take care of the rest. To learn more about all the benefits of your connected home, visit cox.com/thisishome today.